2 losses, 2 draws, and 31 knockouts from Ann Arbor, Michigan, James Lights Out Toney.
Martin Casino will bring the fighters to the middle of the ring for the final instructions.
Well, Fred. Okay, gentlemen, you received your instructions earlier this evening. I want you to protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Touch gloves. Let's come out boxing.
Freddie Delgado and James Toney, light heavyweights, about to go. There is a title at stake here. You heard Buddy Diliberto refer to the World Boxing Union, yet another new boxing organization. But of course, it's got to kind of earn its way through the ranks to gain serious acceptance. And the title will not mean much to James Toney any more than as a USBA crown. When you've been a 2-time legitimate world champion, you're thinking about going for the big guys and the big titles at stake. I wonder if James Toney is related to him. Down goes Delgado for the first shot of the fight. A left hook. He popped right back up. The first punch of the fight from James Toney.
Tim, I think James Toney learned that from Roy Jones. That's the way Jones usually starts out. Very, very quick.
Well, Toney's going to try and finish it early here. Delgado wisely ties him up.
Nice and quick.
But despite the fact that Delgado was down and looks like he's in trouble against him, you just can't get careless and walk in with a guy like Delgado.
Well, Delgado was knocked down in the first round by Tommy Hearns and wound up knocking him down in the second round.
Timmy doesn't have a leg under him right now, though. Look at those legs. Very, very wobbly.
Let's go fight on it, fella.
Now, Delgado staying as close to Toney as he can to try and smother him, so at least he's still able to think, but those legs still look wobbly. There's another short shot inside from Toney.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Referee Martin Casino looking closely at him, giving him the second count.
James Toney's throwing those home run balls, Tim. Wants to make a short night's work.
Delgado grabbing every chance he can here, just trying to survive through this round, trying to get his feet back under himself.
Delgado's doing the right thing, Tim. Trying to stay inside, trying to grab, trying to hold on to James Toney. But Toney is just overwhelming him now. Has him hurt, has him in trouble.
Toney trying to score a first-round knockout here, and Delgado just wants to stay as close to him as he can to smother things. Under a minute to go.
Both fighters landed low blows. Toney landed the first one. Delgado gave him the receipt with 2 of them.
Now Delgado retreats to the ropes. Toney right on top of him. Combinations, missed with that one.
Delgado has to get inside, Tim. He can't stay outside. Stand straight up. He's going to get nailed again if he does.
And carrying his hands very low. He just has not yet recovered from that very first blow of the fight. Under 30 seconds to go in the first round. Another short chopping left from Toney that scores.
Well,
Delgado gets one in.
Toney's a very good technician on the inside, Tim. That's one of his big strengths.
Delgado at least now punching here, and Toney resting on the ropes with 10 seconds left in the round.
Close up.
So Delgado survived, but barely. Freddie Delgado. Go back and show you that first punch right at the opening bell. Caught Freddie Delgado. Here it comes. The first knockdown scored on the first punch. You can see he was a little careless. Look where his hands are. Watch his right hand, Delgado's. Drops it. Over the top comes Toney. And here's the second knockdown. This was a little more of that great infighting ability of Toney.
You can see the way he put those punches together, Tim. Set up that short left hook with the right hand underneath. Inside, I don't think there's anybody better fighting inside than James Toney. And it's just not strength, Tim. It's technique. He has the technique.
James Toney, 46 wins, only 2 losses. Roy Jones and Montel Griffin, 2 draws, 31 knockouts, and he's got Delgado in trouble early in this fight.
And Delgado, Tim, is not fighting with too much confidence after getting nailed with that first left hook. Again, though, Delgado's been in these kind of wars before, Tim, and he did know how to kill the clock. We had the hold of James Toney. He held on. But again, he's coming in straight up. If he does that, he's got to get nailed again.
Well, 2 of his 3 losses were to Michael Moore in the first round and then Prince Charles Williams in the second round. And those are the 2 best fighters that he has faced until James Toney, and he went out early.
And Tim, there are not many better fighters than those 2 guys, though. Those are 2 world champions.
And then he went 12 before losing to Tommy Hearns, as we noted earlier. And he takes a sharp left inside, and Toney with a combination. Just absolutely sharp shooting Toney from the ropes. Another one.
Again, Delgado had better start trying to do something else, Tim, because he's being out-punched badly on the inside.
Delgado scored a first-round knockout in his last fight in February against Darryl Holly, but he's in a much bigger class now.
You can see how relaxed James Toney is on the inside, Tim. Doesn't expend too much energy, and every time he does throw a punch, it's effective. And now Delgado's starting to come up straight again. That's dangerous.
Get out of here.
Left that wobbled Delgado.
Look at those combinations, Tim. That's a lot of hard work in the gym.
Watch your head. Break out of there.
To develop those kind of techniques.
Under a minute to go in the second round. Delgado absorbing a lot of punishment here in the first 2 rounds. Been down twice.
Same combination, Tim. Right hand underneath, left hook on the chin. There it is again.
And an uppercut that connected to the chin of Delgado, and Delgado showing his durability here in this second round.
Delgado's going to have to land a big punch to get back into this fight. You can just see how relaxed. Look at how Toney just sets those things up. He's so relaxed in it. There's that uppercut again. Short little uppercut, and he comes back with that hook.
Well, and Delgado is not doing anything to hurt Toney, even though he's landing punches. Toney's just absorbing them and not showing any effect. Just waiting to fire his shots. Final seconds of round number 2. Round number 3, scheduled for 12. James Toney in green. Freddie Delgado in black with the Puerto Rican flag on the front of his trunk. And he gives a kick to James Toney.
There's something, Tim. We see everything in boxing. Just gave Toney a kick in the rear end.
I don't know if that's a scoring point because it's below the belt.
And it was also to the back side.
Delgado trying everything, and he's managed to survive into the third here after being knocked down twice in round 1 and then pummeled throughout round 2.
I don't know why he's trying to make James Toney angry, because things are tough enough. Come on.
Well, he is a tough guy, as he showed in the Thomas Hearns fight particularly. Took a lot of punishment.
Toney has used that right uppercut, left hook effectively 4 or 5 times in each round, and he really hurts Delgado with those punches.
Come on, let's go. You stop turning around. Let's go. Box, right?
Toney is just entirely relaxed here.
Well, Timmy feels good at this weight. Hold on, 191, I don't know about, but light heavyweight, he's comfortable making the weight. He was very relaxed all week. He seemed like a happy guy. And again, though, Delgado is throwing punches, Tim, and his only chance is a shot in the dark if he happens to land one big one right on the button, because Toney is just too much of a technician for him.
Toney lands another combination with those inside punches. Delgado trying to stay as close to him as he can. He scores an uppercut.
And that was Toney's combination. And here's that big left hook of Delgado. That's what it takes. He's always got a shot because he's a puncher.
20 KOs in his 21 victories, but none of them against the caliber of a James Toney. Under a minute to go in the third. Toney content to throw those good sharp counter punches with every opportunity. Staked by Delgado. Toney fires back.
One thing, you don't have to look for Delgado. He comes walking into Toney as soon as the referee breaks him.
4-punch combination by Toney. Under 30 seconds to go in the third round.
Come on, let's go. Watch them heads in there.
You can see Delgado actually using his strength on Toney that time. Toney tried to spin him and he was unable to do it.
Two big right hands, and then Toney missed a haymaker left. Coming to the end of round number 3.
Punching on the break. All right, let's go.
Delgado, I don't think, speaks much English.
Ultra, the ultimate waterproofer.
Let's go back into that third round and see something a little different in boxing. A boot to the buttocks from Freddie Delgado. Got a warning from the referee, but I was saying at the end of the round, he speaks very little English, and Martin Casino talking to him about low blows and holding and kicking, and he nods his head, but he doesn't really understand.
Well, Tim, he understands you're not supposed to kick anybody.
Oh, yeah, no question about that.
Toney is just a little too sharp, a little too quick. Delgado's punches are heavy, but they're too wide. And James is able to work inside those wide punches.
But Delgado, it looked like he might be finished in round 1. Has at least got his legs back under him now. And he is a warrior. He'll hang in here as long as he can and try to land the big one.
Looked like the legs started to go again there. Timmy got near with that left hook, wobbled a little bit. You can see James nice and cool, just throwing those sharp punches, not wasting energy. Moving his body. Look at that body movement by Toney.
Another 4-punch combination by Toney off the ropes. Now trying to pin Delgado in the corner, a right and a left and a right. Martin Casino.
Don't turn your back. Don't turn your back, Toney. Come on. Don't
separating them there. We're not just complaining to Delgado about turning his back. Toney. Now there's some holding and hitting. We've seen everything here.
Referee has a tough time in this fight, Tim. But Delgado wants to get on the inside and rough Toney up. And he's picked the wrong guy to do that with.
Now Delgado lands a right and a left from haymaker heaven. Not a lot of sting on it. They scored. Toney resting in his own corner at the moment.
This is Toney country when you have him on the inside, Tim, because he just knows how to relax, knows how to wait, and you get those combinations off, effective combinations. Delgado was just clubbing away.
Under a minute to go in the fourth, and the heads very close together there during this exchange. Is Toney just relaxing and not nearly as busy. Now escaped from the corner, trying to pin Delgado there.
All right, let's go. Come on, break it up.
One thing, if I was in James Toney's corner, I'd worry about those headbutts, Tim, because that's about the only bad thing that can happen to James Toney.
Now Toney lands another combination that wobbles the legs again of Delgado, but this is a very game guy.
You can see Delgado crowding him. Don't let him get those combinations off.
At the end of round number 4, scheduled for 12. Big hand sends Delgado down. A clean right hand shot. That might be it for Delgado this time. He's trying to stay up.
7, 8.
And he was knocked down, takes the 8th count, and the bell sounds ending round 4. What a tough guy, and what a great shot from Toney. Just patiently waited for a clear shot.
Okay, the one round. Okay, no. Come on,
Delgado's corner working feverishly there to get him ready for the 5th round, but
Vamos a este. Okay.
Let's take a look at this action now, Tim. You can just see James Toney relaxed against the ropes. Left hook to the body, right hand to the body, and a short right hand right on the button. And down went Delgado.
Third knockdown scored by Toney. 2 in the first round, 1 with the first punch of the fight. The doctor came in to take a look at Delgado in his corner. He has since left the ring and apparently is going to let him carry on, at least for now. Here's another look at the knockdown here in the 4th round, just completed. And Delgado ready to come out for he's off the stool first.
Tim, it looked to me like Delgado took a beating in the corner that round. They were working feverishly on it, but I think if they would have calmed themselves down a little bit, would have done them a lot more good.
So we're into the 5th round. Freddie Delgado from Miami and Puerto Rico. James Toney, former 2-time middleweight, super middleweight champion, had his way here. Delgado just gamely hanging in.
Now you're seeing some of that boxing ability of James Toney. Look at those legs.
Left and right and left, and down goes Delgado. That'll be it. And Delgado's corner jumps in this time. Freddie Delgado. Another tremendous left hook from James Toney. This one is over in the 5th round. James Toney goes to 47-2-2, his 3rd consecutive victory in the light heavyweight ranks. And the doctors come in to check out Freddie Delgado. But literally from the opening bell, it was all Toney's fight, knocking Delgado down with the first punch. And then a second time in the 1st, once again in the 4th, and then a knockout here in the 5th, and we're glad to see Delgado on his feet. Well, now we'll show you from our overhead RoboCam that finishing knockout. That left hook sending him back to the ropes. A right wobbled him again, and then another tremendous left.
Well, let's take another look at this, Tim. And you watch James Toney's legs, how he keeps himself on perfect balance to throw those combinations. If you don't keep your balance, you can't get rid of those punches that way.
So Freddie Delgado, who has only lost to some of the best fighters in the division, has lost to yet another top fighter. Only 4 defeats, but they have been at the hands of the big guys. And today it was James Toney's turn, and we'll be back with the official announcement of the finish in a moment.
Right here, baby. We here. WBU, we here, baby. You world title.
And let's get the official announcement from ring announcer Buddy Diliberto.
Hey, the official verdict, the winner by a knockout in 35 seconds of the 5th round, and the WBU light heavyweight champion, James Lights Out Toney.
All right, James, what I have to ask you is, did you plan on knocking him out with the first punch of the fight? You almost did.
Well, see, what we're planning. First of all, I want to say, I want to thank everybody, WBU, a great organization. They're coming out. They give me a chance at the title. I want to thank CBS for giving me a shot. Without you guys, this couldn't be happening. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, it could be. It's your hands that make it happen, my man.
Definitely. But I also want to thank the man who stood behind me, 400%, Bob Aaron from Top Rank. Everybody at the organization has been great to me and everything. But, I'm glad we all happy we're doing it again.
James, we just showed that first knockdown, the very first punch. He gave you a chance, and you threw the left hook at him.
Yeah, I came out, in the dressing room, excuse me. Me and Eddie, we discussed going out starting fast because the guy's a slow starter. So I did came out. He threw, I think, a left hook. I threw a left hook. I slipped aside, counter left hook, knocked him down. And I got kind of anxious at the, as I knocked him down, I tried to get him out of there in the first round.
Yeah, we could see that.
I got kind of anxious, but hey.
You did get him in the 5th. You were in control the rest of the way. I think what really impressed Gil and me is how relaxed you were during the course of the fight, knowing that you were in control. You didn't waste any energy, and you didn't waste any shots. Here's the ending knockout.
It was an uppercut left hook. We worked on this in the gym. Me and Mustafa, I hit Mustafa with the same shots in the gym as you see. Bam, he was gone. He right there, left hook. Finish him off. Lights out. Didn't pay his electric bill.
We're going to show you that one more time, and I know your trainer, Eddie Mustafa, former light heavyweight champion himself, will stay in retirement. He just made that
Yeah,
announcement.
definitely. He has to because he wasn't as good as me. I was better.
Tremendous shot.
Left hook right on the button. He was gone. You know, Eddie, you know, we worked hard for 5 weeks. It's on our second fight together. We just getting better, you know. I think I'm the first 7 years of boxing, I was play fighting, going through the motion. But now Eddie, you know, he took me on his hand, on his wing. You know, he worked real hard. I've gone back to doing things I used to do when I was an amateur, running every morning hard. You know, just doing everything I need to do to be a fundamentally sound boxer.
James, you also seem to be a happier, friendlier guy. Has marriage and has this changed your life for the better, do you think?
For me?
That beautiful lady of yours?
She's all right. She's all right. Nah, you know, I'm happy, man. I'm having fun. You know, me and my team having fun, my family. You know, I'm just happy all around right now. When you're happy, you know, nothing go wrong.
better.
Yeah, definitely. You know, having fun. I can go out of town, train. You know, despite what everybody's saying, you know, all the negative stuff everybody's saying about me, I'm not worried about that. Now we're thinking about the future, not the past.
All right.
So right now, I'm 3-0. 3 knockouts.
Looks like you're back, and we wish you good luck the rest of the way.
Ooh,
James Toney.
Hey, I want to say hello to Barb Scott.
All right.
She's sick, and Jackie's mother, she's sick. I wish they all well. Everybody back
We
at
wish
Ann Arbor,
them
Miss
all well.
Flowers, everybody. Love all
Okay.
y'all.
All right, James Toney. We'll have Pat O'Brien when we return after